Yo, yellow, cross, hungry, miserable. If you have not seen tutorial 1, 2, and 3, make sure you watch them. Because you can't take a hit out of my hammer. So, make sure you watch them and subscribe or else. I hope nobody felt threatened by that one. Right. So, we're going to continue from where we left off. Last time we were looking at a shark chasing a fish game, and we're going to continue from there. Now in this series, in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to add levels to your game. And if we have time, timer, or the next one. Yeah. Right, so let's put that aside now that I've made my statement. Right, so let's open Scratch, and I'm gonna find the game that I was working on last time. Well, tutorial 3. Right, so here we go. So quick review: we have the shark, we have the fish, and we have the squirt, and we're gonna create a level. Now, before you actually create a level, you have to know what criteria the game must meet in order for it to go to level 2, and possibly what criteria for it to meet in order to lose. Right, so I'm gonna set my criteria. If the shark catches the fish 10 times, then it should change to level 2. Now, what do you want to happen when your game changes to level 2? What I want to happen is my score to reset and my fish possibly to go faster, and the background changes. Well, if I get rid of the fish and do two new characters, say the dragon and Kitty. No, leave Kitty out of this. Let's do the dragon and a bat, and the dragon chasing the bat, and so on. Yeah, let's just wait. I've not planned this. I'm just winging it. So see with me. All right. The first thing I'm going to do is set my background. So you can see a difference immediately that you have gone to level 2. Level 2. So I click on my stage, and then I'm going to choose backgrounds, and then click copy and edit to get a new background. So I click on import, and I'm going to choose nature, and I'm going to select desert. No, don't like that one. Yeah, choose woods, and then click OK. Now I'm going to put a text on it to make it very visible that we've changed to level 2. Could possibly change the color as well. That's too bright. No, let's leave it at black. And then click. You can change the size if you wish. So I'll put mine to say 14. And move it down a bit. Okay. Alright, so that's what my level 2 will look like. And I'm gonna need new sprites. So I'm gonna need my dragon, costume, edit. I'm gonna do this real fast. Cancel. Copy that down. Edit. Clear. Import. Costume 2. So that's costume 2. Whenever he touches the bat, he's gonna breathe fire on the bat and so on. So okay. So that's costume 1. So let me just change the names here. So that's close and fire, and yeah, and then I'm gonna need the bat as well, so import the bat right away. Where can I find the bat? Definitely not there. Animals, yeah. Costumes, copy down. Let's do up or wing up. and edit, clear, import, wing down. So let me get him flapping his wings. Wing down. Alright, so why am I clicking edit again? Cancel. Alright, so my two sprites are now there. So there are several things that's going to have to happen when you go to level 2. So I'm shrinking the bat to make him very small, so it does not appear if he's really bigger than the dragon. And in a sense, seems a bit realistic. I seem to use that word a lot. Realistic. Alright. Make him a bit smaller. Right, so next I'm going to add some script. Now, first thing, at what point do I decide when my level changes to level 2? So as I said before, I'm going to use my score. Whenever my score changes to 10, I'm going to get it to switch background. So if I click on variable, I'm going to create a new variable called level. So make new variable and level. And this is what I'm going to use to add new events when it changes to a particular thing. So set level to 0 as well when the green flag ticked, so that each time I click the green flag, it will basically restart the game, so the level will automatically go back to 0. I also want the background to switch to background 1, or if I just rename them and call them stage 1, stage 2. So if I rename that and call it stage 1, stage 2, so I can do my scripting or my coding easier. So when the green flag clicked, I always wanted to start in the sea with the fish and the shark. So switch to background 1 or stage 1. What else do I want to do? I want to hide my dragon so that they're not showing. So the dragon is going to have pretty much the same coding as the shark. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy his coding. So I click on it here and I'm going to drag it to the dragon, sorry. Now he has the same coding. So all I need to do now is to change his costume from shark to close. So if touching shark, fire, else close, and he should follow the mouse. And I want when the green flag is clicked, he should not be visible, so he should hide. And when he goes to level 2, he will basically appear. So the same coding that the fish has, I'm going to do the same coding for the bat as well. So I need now to go to his scripts and I'm going to change them. There's nothing I need to change there unless I'm going to do the flapping bit. So I'll put that in afterwards. After we get everything working, I'll make him flap. So I also need to hide him when at level 1. So I hide him and I'm gonna get him to show whenever I decide when he goes to level 2. So if I go back to the stage now, and alright, let's go back to the shark first, sorry. And right, so change score by 1 here. Whenever the score reaches to 10, I want it to go to level 2. So how do I get it to go to level 2? Let me just put a new one. When green flag clicked, forever if the operators score equals, say, 10. So whenever my score is equal to 10, I want to broadcast new level 1 or level 2. Okay, level 2. Now when level 2 is broadcast, I want my background to switch to the second background or level 2 background. So when I receive level 2, so when level 2 is broadcasted, it will change. So what I want, looks, switch to stage 2, and when the green flag is clicked as well, stage 1, go to stage 1. When you receive that, go to stage 2. Let's try to see if that will work. Alright, I have both fish and bat there, so I need to get rid of the bat first. So let's go to the bat costume. Oh, I had show. I should have had hide. Why do I want to show him there? I don't want to show him there. I want to hide him. Hide. And then attach that back. You should have told me. Alright, so let's see how it goes. Alright, so the
Gotcha!
one,
Gotcha! 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 Gotcha!
5.
Gotcha!
My background didn't change, and if you notice the score is over 6. So what did I do wrong? Let me go back to my background code. When I receive level 2, switch to background 2. Not seeing that. So where did I go wrong? Where is the broadcast? Forever, if score is equal, oh, it's 10. No, it's 5. What am I thinking? Let's go again. 1,
Gotcha!
2,
Gotcha!
3,
Gotcha!
4,
Gotcha! Gotcha! Gotcha!
7,
Gotcha! 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 Gotcha!
Yep, my background changes, and I think it will be much more fun if we add a timer to it as well. So if you get a set amount of time to catch the fish, and if you don't catch a fish in that particular time, then you will basically lose the game. So we'll do that in a minute. So where am I now? I've added, oh, when I go to level 2, I want the shark and the fish to disappear, right? So if I do, after it broadcasts level 2, this is the shark's script. After it goes to level 2, I want it to hide the shark. And after, when on the fish, when I receive level 2, I want him to hide the fish. And then on the dragon, when I receive level 2, I want it to show the dragon. Same for the fish, the bat. When I receive level 2, looks, show. Oh, let's see if that works quickly. Wait a minute. Click. Okay. So my fish and my shark is not showing, so I need to do something there. I need to go back to them. When the green flag is clicked, I want it to show my shark. I want it to show my fish. It should work now in theory. Yes, good.
Gotcha!
1, 2,
Gotcha!
3,
Gotcha! Gotcha!
5,
Gotcha! Gotcha! Gotcha!
8.
Gotcha! Gotcha! Gotcha!
Alright, good. So background has changed, they have hide, and so that's working perfectly there. So that's how you could actually change the level. And but level 2 there must be some form of difference. What I've done anyway, I've changed the fish and the dragon. Now I need to get the dragon to actually interact with the bat. Let me just change it from 10, because 10 is a bit too much for me to work out on this video. So let me just change it to say 5. So let me just do something again.
Gotcha! 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 Gotcha!
Alright, so he's not breathing fire on the bat. So I need to program it now to breathe fire on the bat. To get it to breathe fire on the bat, I'm gonna switch up, work on the costumes. Oh, it's here already. But here it's saying, if touching fish. So we don't want it to be touching the fish, we want it to touch the bat. So let me just go ahead and rename from sprite 1 and sprite 2 to dragon and the bat. So that will make our programming much simpler. So dragon And this one I'm gonna call him Bat. Right. So let me go back to dragon costumes. No, the dragon on a whole. And if touching fish, change that to bat. Change score by 1. Switch to fire. Else, if not touching the bat, then close. And that should work in theory. So let me just play quickly.
Gotcha! 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 Gotcha!
Alright, so it's working. When he touches the bat, he's actually breathing fire, but he's not saying anything. So I'm gonna do a new sound for him. So I'm going to record a new sound for the dragon. What should I do now? Rawr, burn you up. Yeah, in Jamaican. Burn you up. Burn you up. Alright, record. Let's cancel that one. Record.
Rawr, burn you up.
Stop.
Rawr, burn you up.
Alright. So hold on, let me change that to dragon sound. Right, so play dragon sound until done. Let's see if that works. So now I'm gonna click the green flag. It's gonna start over again.
Gotcha! 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 Rawr, burn you up. 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 Rawr, burn you up.
It's taking a bit long to turn back, because the sound that I made is too long, so I'm gonna change it. Record. It's too long, so it's taking a bit long to change back to its original costume. So let me just do a shorter sound. Yes! Yes! Delete that one. Or I could make it sound as if he got something to eat. Mmm. Record. Mmm. I don't want it to be too long, so I'll delete that one. Mmm. Yeah. Mmm. Mmm. Alright. Cool. Fair enough. Alright. So script change to dragon sound and really fast.
Gotcha! 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 Gotcha!
Mmm. 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 Alright. So the bat is currently moving around and he's not flopping his wings. So I'm gonna do a new coding for him to flop his wings whenever he's moving. So when green flag click, looks, I want him to switch to, oh, this is the dragon, isn't it? Yeah, so click on the bat first. Sorry. So click on the bat. When green flag clicked, what now? Looks, switch to costume wing down. I want him to wait for like 0.1 of a second. 0.1, and then looks, switch to wing up. Yep. And I want him to do that forever. So he's continually doing it. So let's just check if it's working. So I'll just change the shark here, the amount of time it touches, to say 2, just to get it working a bit faster while I'm doing the program. After I'm finished, I can put it up to even 50, wherever I want. So let's begin.
Gotcha! Gotcha!
No, the bat looks as if he's actually flying around. You can see the difference. He's actually flopping his wings. Yeah. Cool. Right. Now let's put some timing on it. So what we have actually done now is we've added the level, and it changes from the fish and the shark to the dragon and the bat. Dragon and the bat is level 2. Now there are several things we can do for level 2 to make it actually more difficult. We could make the bat much smaller, so it's more difficult to catch by the dragon. Oh, that's too small. So that should be fine, or a little bigger. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm going to now add a timer. So I'm going to create a new variable, and I'm going to call it timer. Now the timer, I want the timer to count down from say 60 to like 60 seconds to play the first one, to play game 1, level 1. So how am I going to do that now? I click on the background. When green flag is clicked, I want it to set timer to 60. So that's 60 seconds. I then want it to change timer by -1, so I want it to count those. So that's why I'm going to do -1, change timer by -1, and then I want it to wait 1 second. No, sorry. I want it to wait, set timer to 60, wait 1 second, and then change timer by -1. And then I want it to do this forever. Forever. Right. Then what I'm going to do is when it reaches to 0, I want the game to stop overall. So control stop script overall. So let me do a if timer. I could put timer, that if in there, stop all. So if timer is equal to 0, I'm moving a bit fast, so that go to 0. I want it to stop all. That won't work there, so change timer by -1. No. What am I doing? Put this back. Wait 1 second. Change timer by -1. If timer is equal to 0, set timer is equal to 0. Stop everything. Where do I get that from? Set timer to 60. Moving a bit fast and making a bit of mistake, but you get the point. Yeah, so let's see if that works. I'll change it from 60 to say 10, just to, or yeah, 10, so to speed the time up. So go ahead.
Gotcha!
Timer is counting down.
Gotcha!
Change costume. Alright, when it changed to level 2, nothing happened. The timer did not reset. So I want to reset the timer whenever the game reaches or goes to level 2. So this is a code for what happens when it goes to level 2. When I receive level 2, switch background to stage 2. So as well, I'm going to reset the timer. So I'm going to click on variables and set timer to 10 seconds, because 10 seconds was the amount of time I wanted my game to be played for. Now you can set your timer for however long you want. So if you want your game to last for a minute, 2 minutes, and so on, you can set it. And you set it in seconds, like how I do here. So if you want it to last for 2 minutes, that would be 120 seconds, as a minute is 60 seconds. Right. The next thing I also want to do is for the level to be set to 1. So at first it was at level is 0 here. So I want it to change to 1. Whenever level is changed to 1, that means it should go to the next stage, or it is at the next stage. So while it is at the next stage, I'm going to still continue working on the timer. So I want it to do pretty much the same thing that's happening here. Forever, wait 1 second, change the timer by -1, so it's going to count down. So if I duplicate this bit here and add it to that section, then that should work fine. However, I need to improve on this section over here a bit so that there's not a conflict going on over here, and this bit will actually stop after a while and allow this section to work independently. You can test it and see the errors that you'll get, but I'll just go ahead and do it quickly. So if I take off that section and I use forever if. Now the reason why I'm using this again is just to ensure that these two codes, if you notice, they are pretty much the same and they'll be executed at the same time even when this goes to level 2. So I need to put something in place to stop this section from executing. So I put the forever if in. Now what I want is if the level is at 0 or level is equal to 0, then it can do this section. So in short, if level equals 0, so if I bring the level over, level equals 0, then it will do this section. Let's take it out from there. Throw away that. Wait 1 second, change timer by -1, and if timer is equal to 0, stop. Now the equal to 0 bit is needed in the event that the game counts down and reaches to 0. The second counts down and reaches to 0, that's when you want your game to stop. You can also use that as a marker if certain condition is not met by the time the game reaches to the countdown reaches to 0, then the game will stop as well. I don't have a condition for that here at the moment, so but we can do that at a later date. So let's just test to see if these two blocks actually work. So if I click on the green flag, timer is at 10, it's counting down. I avoid the fish on a hole and just so it doesn't go to level 2. And see if it will stop. Yes, it stopped. So, yep, good. And let's go to level 2 to see if it will stop as well.
Gotcha!
Alright, so let me just hide him so it doesn't interact with the bat. Seem to end a bit fast. Let me just check if it, when you got to level 2, the timer was reset.
Gotcha! Gotcha!
Don't press if the timer was reset. Because I didn't reset timer here. Oh, I have both levels. I have level set to 10. It shouldn't be level set to 10, it should be timer. So reset the timer to 10. So from time to time you'll make mistakes, but what you have to do is don't give up. Just go back and check your code and ensure that you have everything that you think you need. Alright, so let's just try that again. Go to level 2 quickly.
Gotcha! Gotcha!
Right, let me just hide it. Yeah, it reset to 10 and it's now counting down as I wanted. Right. Right, so if you have done that so far, then good job. Right? Okay, so the next thing that we could do now is to put a condition in at level 1, and if that is not met by the time the countdown reaches to 0, then the game would automatically end. Now, this is where the fun part comes in. If the player has an objective to meet within a certain time frame, then the game can be a bit more realistic and more fun. So for example, if you give the player 15 seconds to catch the fish 6 times, and if the player catches the fish 6 times, then the player would actually move on to level 2. At level 2, you can let the fish move a bit faster or give the player less time to catch the fish more. So for example, 10 seconds to catch the fish 8 times. And if they don't catch the fish 8 times, then they would actually lose the game. If they do, then they would actually win. We're going to put this into practice. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to increase my timer to say 15 seconds. And then I want the player to catch the fish, let's say 6 times. within that 15-second time frame, and if they don't catch the fish within that time frame, they will actually lose the game. So the next thing I'm going to do is to set up a background that will be shown to the player to make them know that they've lost the game. So I'm going to change the background to show when they've lost. So I'm going to click copy on the first one, edit, clear background. I'm just going to change it to a white color. And then I'm going to put a text to say loser. Make it bigger. Put it say the top. And I can put a face. What's going on? Oh. Make him look as if he's crying or something. Loser! Okay, cool. Alright, so now, well, it's automatically labeled itself as stage 3, so I'll leave that one. And I'll put another one for winner. Edit, clear, change the background to black, red text, WINNER. What's going on? Text is red. Winner. I'll just leave it at that for now. You can update yours and add as much features you want as to it. And it has called itself stage 4. So I'll just rename it anyway. Loser and winner. Right. So I go back to the script. And what am I going to change now? Alright, so now I want to put the challenge in for the player. I want to make it challenging. So as I said before, I've increased the timer to 15 seconds and I wanted the player to actually catch the fish, say 6 times within that 15 seconds. I'll play it, and if it's too easy then I'll change it. And so the score indicates how much time the shark catches the fish. So if I increase the amount of time that the shark has to catch the fish in order for it to go to level 2, then that would put a bit of challenge in. And also at the same time, they would have 15 seconds until it comes down to 0. If it doesn't catch a fish 6 times within that 15 seconds, it's not going to go to level 2. And then I'm going to program it to go to the loser screen at that point if it doesn't go to level 2. So I'm going to change the score here for the indicator, or the condition for it to go to level 2. So the condition at this point here is if it catches a fish twice. So I'm changing that to 6 times. And if it catches a fish 6 times, it should go to level 2. If it does not within the 15 seconds time frame, then the game will actually end. So over here, when the timer counts down and is equal to 0, normally it stops all. So between here I'm going to put switch background and I'm going to change it to loser. That is if it gets to 0. Also, I'm just going to do the same thing for level 2. So if you notice, the timer difference between level 1 and level 2 here is 5 seconds less on level 2. So switch to background loser again, and let's just test that bit, and then we'll put the winning screen in afterwards. So click on the green flag.
Gotcha!
I'm gonna avoid the fish to see if it will actually go to the loser screen. So that means if you don't catch the fish 6 times within the 15 seconds, it should go to the loser screen. Yes, works. I feel bad when I saw that loser. I'm not a loser. Alright, let's do it again and catch the fish 6 times and see if it goes to level 2.
Gotcha! Gotcha! Gotcha!
This is proving difficult. 3,
Gotcha!
4, come on.
Gotcha!
5, 1.
Gotcha!
Alright, so I'll back off and see what will happen. Notice the score is at 8. So because it's level 2, I might need to reset the score. Yeah, I didn't catch him, so it goes to the loser screen just the same. So that bit is working fine. Now at level 2, I'm not going to put more than 2 levels. You can add more levels as you want, but I'm going to stop here. So what happens if he catches the fish? Well, it has nothing more to do with the fish at this stage, does it? So to reset the score at level 2 to 0, I would have to, here, when I receive level 2, I would have to set score to 0. So that will reset the score as well. And now I need to make sure that when my dragon touches the bat, the score actually changes. So I'm going to go to the shark and I'm going to copy this code. It's changing, so I'm going to copy this code here. Okay. And now this will check to make sure to broadcast level 2, but that was on level 1, so I need now to change to say new winner. So if the dragon touches the bat 6 times, it will broadcast winner. Hide the dragon and then stop the script. And now what I need on the background is when I receive winner, looks background, I go to the winner screen and then I stop all. I want to hide at that point. I want to hide my bat so I can have the winning screen by itself. So on here, when I receive winner, I want to hide the bat. Same for the dragon. When I receive winner, I hide the dragon. So I have my winning screen displayed on me. Now let's see if that works.
Gotcha! 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 Gotcha!
Right, my score, everything has worked so far, except it has stopped at level 2. Not sure why that is, so let me just check on my code again. When I receive, what's causing that problem now? Alright, let me look at the dragon's code again. Alright, so I think what is missing is if you look up here, you notice that level is equal to 1. On the shark, level, where is it? The background, sorry. Level was set to 1 when it moves to here, and initially level was set to 0. So all of that would execute if the code was, if level is at 0, but there's nothing to tell it what to do if it's at level 1. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm going to extend this a bit here, and this is going into a bit further into a bit more programming. So if I go on my operator, I'm going to get my AND statement over here, and if level is equal to 1, so if I get my variable level, operator equals, so if level is equal to 1 and score equals 6, so this is actually working at level 2. So if level is equal to 1 and score is equal to 6, then broadcast winner, and then hide the dragon, and then stop the script. Now when I receive winner, hide, there too many times, but never mind. When I receive winner on the background, switch to background winner, stop all. So hopefully that should work if I can catch this thing.
Gotcha! 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 Gotcha!
Right, so yeah, it worked. I got more than 6 times with 3 seconds left, so it went to the winning screen. So yes, that's a whole series done on how to create a fish and dragon and bat game. I've taught you how to get your sprites moving, change your backgrounds, different levels, set a timer, add scores, pretty much everything that can make a full game. Right now, this knowledge that you have acquired now, you can use it to create pretty much any game possible. All of these over here are just things for you to experiment with. Not everybody will be able to teach you everything, but you can experiment with it. If you try to do a game in the future and it's not working for you, you can always send me a link or email and try and figure it out and do a tutorial for you. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.